Good.
Mike, just talk about what the inspiration you get from being Kenny Arnold's friend and just being around him these last 3 decades, seeing him fight. What do you gain from this?
Quite a bit. Like we've talked before, Kenny is just an amazing guy, and his personality and toughness shows and is an inspiration to me on a daily basis. It's hard to complain about anything that's going on in my life or a day-to-day basis when you know what he struggles with, every day, with his physical limitations and everything else, and what he's had to battle through. So it's inspires me to just try to be the best I can and take full advantage of every day. It sounds kind of trite or cliche, but it really does hit home. And knowing how much he appreciates life and even the little things makes me look at that also and try to enjoy it.
Well, he's told you before that, in a way, he can handle this thing. Just talk about how, not saying that it, you know what I mean.
Right.
It's almost like he would prefer it happen to him than his teammates because he knows he's.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of guy he is. He doesn't want to see anybody else suffering or anything. And again, we're all faced with challenges on a day-to-day basis, and I'd like to think I can find a way to get through, whatever may happen. But he knows he can get through it, and he's never once asked why me. Why couldn't I do it? Why did it happen to somebody else? And we've asked him that, how do you handle this? I mean, he's just so almost nonchalant about it. He just accepts it and, keeps a happy face on. And his theory is he's very faith-based and just felt that, God made him strong enough to handle whatever. And he's a good enough friend that he'd rather handle it than have any of his teammates go through it. And, again, that just says a lot about who he is and, where his heart is. And, I mean, how can you argue with that? You have to love him.
So, in a way, is he a hero to you, in a way?
Every day.
An inspiration?
Every day. I mean, again, I can count the number of times he's complained about anything in the 30-something years he's been dealing with this, probably on one hand. I mean, he just accepts, whatever happens. He doesn't complain. He really doesn't want to ask for help because he doesn't want to be a burden to anybody, and we almost have to beg him to tell us what's going on, what he needs, and things like that. And that strength is, it is a daily inspiration to just, appreciate life and be the best you can be.